Hello. My friend Eli Creates decided to livestream his experience on the Omnia League Vanilla 1.18 Minecraft server, and I decided to harass him. Why? Well, I don't have time to get into all of it, but basically every summer my Discord server, the Omnia League, does a season of modded Minecraft. 2021 season was season 3. And Eli decided to be a shit ass and verbally harass everyone in the server and egg them on. Then he would go and hide and only show himself to other fellow little bitches. That was his team's name, I came up with it. He did a lot of terrible things, like call me mean things, and then play the victim. He also killed my teammates. It was an awful experience. So 6 months later, when I saw that he was streaming on the Omnia League Minecraft server, I knew that it was time for revenge. First things first, I needed to get supplies. I was in a tricky situation already since Eli had a bit of a head start, and despite being a former Minecraft speedrunner, I knew that if I had spent too much time getting stuff the regular way, it would take me too long and Eli would become too powerful. So I had to try another means of obtaining materials. Luckily for me, there were plenty of houses with tons of free stuff in the chest, just ripe for the taking. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Donovan, you can't just take people's stuff in chests. That's stealing, which is against the server rules.
And to that, dear viewer, I say, you are right. This server is advertised as a 1.18 chilling server after all. Stealing isn't allowed on this server, but you're forgetting one thing. Shord might be in charge of running the Minecraft server, but I'm in charge of the Omnia League as a whole. Everyone reports to me, which totally makes me immune to shit like that. But of course, I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, so I only took what was needed. An iron sword and some food. Whoever's house I just borrowed stuff from, don't worry, you'll get it all back. Scout's honor. Next, all I had to do was track down Eli. This was really easy since Shord, the real owner and operator of the Minecraft server, had put the server up on Dynmap, so I could just track other players with ease. Epic. Now all I had to do was get the jump on Eli. It would have been really easy to sneak up on him, but I thought it'd be appropriate to announce my presence.
Maybe I should not be out here. Nothing personal, just business. Wait. Oh fuck! Fuck you! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Yeah, that didn't go as well as I wanted. I had to rethink my strategy. I got Eli down to 1 heart. I just wasn't wearing armor, and he was. So I went back to my supply house and suited up.
I didn't take a breather.
This was gonna be an issue. What you just witnessed was Charcoal, a very active member of the Omnia League 1.18 chilling server, killing me for literally no reason. I thought this place was supposed to be peaceful, but I guess not. I did what most people would do in this situation and started issuing threats to see if that would get Charcoal to buzz off. That also didn't go as well as I wanted. I then told Eli that the only reason I was attacking him was because of Season 3 beef, and then I challenged him to a 1v1 fistfight, though I knew he had no intention of fighting me honestly. I then asked Charcoal whose house Eli went inside of, and they wouldn't answer me. So I went inside and started removing items from the chest as I assumed it didn't belong to anybody important. And then for some reason Eli comes up and starts attacking me.
He ran with my shield. He ran with my shield. My shield!
I decided to go back and get more supplies, but then Charcoal forced me out of my supply house and chased me around the map, eventually killing me again. I decided maybe I was going about this wrong, and that I should talk things out with Eli. However, what I saw next was the second worst thing I've ever seen in another man's basement.
Oh fuck. Damn. Damn.
I started giving Eli his stuff back since I'm a nice guy, but I demanded that Eli give me back the fish since, well, you know. Charcoal then tried to justify the existence of the Otto fish farm, but I very quickly put a stop to that. Then Eli assaults me completely unprovoked once again, and I wasn't gonna not stand up for myself. I tried giving him his shit back, but he took advantage of my critical condition and killed me anyway. Eli and I had a few more spats, but it was impossible to settle anything because his little bodyguard kept interfering. But then, when all hope seemed lost for me, my good friend, Luminary Ends, decided to join the server. If there was anyone I could count on for help, it was him. It took a little convincing on my end, but eventually I got him to side with me. I met him at the supply house and decided go big or go home. I took a diamond sword and figured it was time to finally get my revenge. I assumed Charcoal was still with Eli, so I decided to go after his supporters. Now, the problem I faced here is that I was still very under-equipped as I didn't have any armor, and Brendan was, well, very well equipped. So I kept taking shots at him with the bow, and I didn't pull out my diamond sword until absolutely necessary. It totally caught him off guard, I think. I was about to win this fight until suddenly, guess who shows up? I wasn't gonna let that stop me though. I quickly ran back, stocked up on more supplies, and got my kill. This is a tactic that I commonly use to make friends, both in Minecraft and in real life. I encourage you to try it out sometime. After that, I tried to mind my own business, but clearly somebody wanted a fight. But notice how when I strike back at Charcoal, their first instinct is to run away, almost as if they aren't that good in a fight. Remember that house that we didn't know who it belonged to from earlier? Well, I decided to set up shop in it.
Are you smelting in my house?
No.
Yeah. Are you putting dirt in my house? I literally clean the windows.
That dirt sounded like Megalovania.
God damn it.
And so I tried just minding my own business, but I couldn't because I was continuously harassed.
I can't see what you...
Hit C on your key. Hit C on your key. E, take the flint and steel from my inventory, light her up. Someone break this block.
Which one?
This
What
one.
I like about this trident is that I can use it to tackle.
E, we're supposed to be on the same team.
Look at this. I can just tap Dono. This. Wait.
Can you wait until I break the fucking cobblestone? I knew you were gonna do that.
Terrible.
We can burn down your own house? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you can burn it down. I know.
What do you want your house?
Oh, I like the design it's going with. It's kind of restart.
Bro.
Well, wait, can I just have your house then? Because I don't have a house, so it would be very nice.
Oh wait, hold on, you. Oh.
Homeless.
Okay, so
Wait, you're
I was
homeless? What?
Oh shit, guys.
Okay, Eli, so you're giving me your house?
Yeah, you want this?
Yeah.
Give me your sword. Not that way. Not that way. Not that way. No.
You would think after these events that it was a successful transaction and I was now the legal owner of this house. Like Eli said, all I had to do was give him my sword. But no, he wanted to be difficult and he kept making up some bullshit about how I owed him 2 diamonds for the sale of the house, which makes 0 sense.
This is where you give me the 2 diamonds and this would be illegal sale.
Eli, get off my property.
Get off your property. I sold this to you.
Yeah, you did sell it to me.
Yeah.
Glad we can agree.
So I require payment before it can be yours.
You didn't specify that before selling it to me, so
You literally said, "Are gonna sell it to?" You literally
you
you literally
cannot
just
go
said.
onto the server and just start changing the rules like that. This is the 1.18 chilling server.
So you came, dude. You came out of nowhere and attacked me.
That's what I said to your mom last night.